Hey everybody, how's it going? Right now we have Amazon line with us, but good old Jeff and good old Sandy Diva will be joining us shortly. So sit back, relax, undo your slacks, grab yourself some snacks because Shifty Sunday starts right now, baby.
Hi, everybody. I'm a big boy, Tommy now.
Hey everybody, welcome to Shifty Sunday. I'm your host with the most that likes peanut butter and jelly on this toast. Good old Hebrew 77 along with Amazon line. As I mentioned, top of the show, Sandy Diva and Jeff Zanzibar will be joining us later on. But we're sure to have a good show tonight, right, Amazon line?
That's correct. Hey, what do you say? I'm Amazon Lion. I like it that way. And how are you, Hebrew 77?
Oh, man. I got to tell you. Um, First of all, I'd like to wish Happy Father's Day to everyone who's a father out there, and if your father is still around, Happy Father's Day to them, and also for the ones who are no longer with us. Um, I know this is a hard day for people that lost their fathers either recently or not so recently. Um, it could be a mixed egg basket with you know uh, at one point you're happy if you're a father, like it's a good day for you, but also if you've lost your father, it could be rough. It could be a rough day for a lot of people. So I just want to wish Happy Father's Day to those who've passed on as well.
I agree. Happy Father's Day, everyone. And condolences to those who are not able to celebrate it this year or haven't gotten a chance to. I wish you lots of, good things to come in your life. And sorry for those who have lost theirs. I've lost mine, so that I can relate to. So, but we got to have a decent meal today, did we not?
Oh yeah, man, we had like a Thanksgiving dinner almost. Turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, stuffing, green bean casserole, some rolls, great big old salad. That was awesome.
Yummy in my tummy it was.
I'm telling you, too yummy in my tummy. Swear to God, my stomach is getting more and more sensitive. It's weird.
Oh, yeah, that'll happen. Welcome.
Welcome to your 40s, ladies and gentlemen.
Where you start to go backwards.
Well, I want to do a quick shout out. We got so far in the chat, we've got Michael Fontaine, Splatter 420, and Boston Ray Mud Flood Adventures.
Well, hello.
That's so far, though. You know, something else I want to say.
Okay.
Um, I had a chat with my daughter today, and I've got to say I'm very proud of her for using her own brain to think. Instead of listening to all of the other to what's popular stuff. I asked her at point blank. I was like, because I'm curious about these type of things. And mind you, I have no influence whatsoever on her decision. I asked her. I said, if you were old enough to vote today, who would you vote for? And without even so much as a hesitation, she said Donald Trump. So that was my proud moment, not just because she said she was voting for Donald Trump, if she could vote, but the fact that she's a young person, a teenager, not influenced by social media or anyone, of her peers or anything like that. Just that very fact that she uses her own brain, and she has her own opinions, and that's great. I'm very proud of that. Hey, we got Ken Raz saying peace.
Has just joined. Hello, Ken Raz.
So, what do you think of all that? What I just said?
I think she's very smart for not following the crowd and having her own mind and her own opinions. That's one of the things that we try to instill into our children.
Yeah. What was the one thing that she said? She was like, it's like Joe, she's mentioning Joe Biden. She goes, well, he's I can't say the exact words because YouTube might give me a strike or whatever. Fuck YouTube anyhow. But she was like, he's a kitty sniffer. So just imagine, like, even someone 13 going on 14, just imagine, like, even they know what a creep he is. Like, they know these things. And hello, sadly, Karen. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello.
So anyway, that's that. I try to have a Shifty Sunday every week, and sometimes I fell at it. And I try to give you guys premium videos. Like, I try, but my computer is not always of the best quality, and sometimes when I do a video, like a serious video, I tend to ramble, and I just go on, and well, you're not going to sit there for 20 minutes listening to that. I need to learn how to make a point without sort of just like talking forever. You know what I mean?
I do.
Oh yeah, Michael Fontaine. We read your comments. That's very funny. That's why I changed it. If you notice, I don't know if it's changed over on the YouTube side or not, but
No, it didn't. I think it did, unless it was like at the very beginning, because I did not see that part. I was coming in when it was in the middle.
So instead of Shifty Sunday, I had it saying Sifty Sunday, and then he said, well, why not make it Stiffy Sunday? So that was one of the comments. But so Amazon Line. Let me ask you this.
Yes.
You have become kind of a little gardener yourself.
I have.
What is one of your favorite plants of all time?
That's really hard decision because there's a lot of them that are really pretty out there. But I think above all that I like the smell of the most is probably any type of rose.
Hmm, interesting.
I think they just have a better aroma. I mean, it's like you put your nose up to it. You know, I don't want to have to sit there and practically stick the flower up my nose to get the scent of a flower. And the rose seems to be decent to where you don't have to really, put it too close to your nose. But I remember as a kid, probably my favorite, what I would call a flower, was honeysuckle.
Yes, I was just getting ready to mention that. I love the smell of honeysuckle in the late summertime on a quiet evening. Like I can remember being young and me and my grandpa hunted a lot when I was younger. And I can remember going, like, we would go out to the woods early morning. And sometimes we would go there in the evening because he raised beagle hounds. And during the summertime, he would take the beagle hounds out, but he would wait until late evening or he would do like early morning. And the smell of honeysuckle would come off. Oh my gosh. It just triggers so many memories for me. You know, they say the strongest path to your memory is through scent. And I believe that's true because there are some scents where you just smell them and you pick up a certain degree of memory, like it would just shoot to you, almost like a flashback. If I had to compare it with something, I would say it's almost like a flashback.
Well, I tried it again as a grown up because probably when I was a kid, I could stand there for, I'd say, 30 minutes up to 2 hours just sitting there, getting the little bit of honey from out of the middle.
Oh, wait a minute.
And it seemed like so much. I don't know what it's called, but
I
it's
was
like a
getting,
sweet type of stuff that's in the middle of the honeysuckle.
isn't that like a syrup type thing?
Yeah.
Wow. Or sap. Maybe sap.
Yeah, like a sap, a sweet sap. And it used to seem like inside had a lot more. So I
Hmm.
tried it again when I grew up and it didn't seem to have as much in them.
You know,
And the only logical thing I could really come up with is maybe it's because I have a bigger mouth. I don't know.
well, um, I won't say anything there. Uh, but
You know me, I'll put it out there.
oh, I know you often do. Um, so do I. I put everything out there. I wonder what a honeysuckle would do if you put it to flame. Like, do you
I
think the
have
sap
no
would
clue.
pour out of there? What do you think would happen?
I have no idea. I never had the thought of setting one on fire.
Well, I'm not like Beavis or anything, I'm not like fire. No, I'm just saying, like, just to see what would happen when mixed with heat. And I wonder, I bet it would make a good, like, for a good dish, maybe a dessert of some kind.
Mm. That'd
You
be
know how
nice.
people, how the chefs nowadays they cook with dandelions and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I wonder, like, are there chefs that cook with honeysuckle?
I don't know. That's a good question, but I do know that there, like you were saying with the flowers, you can do different types of things like, teas and jams and so many neat things with flowers.
I'll tell you what, though, I think if I got a dandelion with my steak, I would probably be mad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, what is this shit on my plate? What you guys do? You go out and pick some weeds and throw them on my plate? What's up with this?
Go out and roll my steak out in your flower garden, your flower bed, or what?
Right? I don't know, man.
I
I'm
didn't even know really liked gardening until my kids started to get older.
hmm,
And I'd always taken care of somebody ever since I was little bitty.
right?
And then all of a sudden I found myself not taking care of them as much, because they're growing up. And I'm like, oh my God, what do I even like? I had to sit there and think it through like, man, well, what are some of the things I enjoy that I could take interest in? That would really give me pleasure, make me happy, put me at peace. And I'm like, a garden.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I plant flowers. And this year I got to plant big tomato plants in a pot. Since where I live, they don't allow a garden.
Right?
Only flowers like up against the house. So, yeah, they're doing fantastic. And now I know they have grown the yellow flowers on them, and I'm just getting to be a nervous wreck because I know animals love vegetables.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
and
what kind of concoction can I for sure that's cheap and a home remedy, that I can make that I can spray on the tomato plant and the tomatoes, and the animals will leave it alone.
the thing is, though, at this moment, you've been feeding those animals, and now
I
you've
know.
done that,
I've
you've
been feeding
attracted.
birds and squirrels because that's one of my passions too. I can't help myself. I take care of animals. Even if I know it's a skunk that's going to come in the middle of the night, I'll throw things out like my onion tips
Hmm.
just so it has something to eat. No.
I, you know what? That might be.
Peanut butter, chocolate chip, and beef cookies.
I don't know, man. You know, what do we got here? Super Mario Brothers 3. By the way, Super Mario Brothers 3, if you ever want to do a broadcast with me or something, and just one where we just talk about pop culture stuff, I think that would be awesome. He is pretty knowledgeable on pop culture. I'm pretty knowledgeable on it too. A lot of I will say, I will admit to one thing. A lot of the stuff that you send me or say is a lot of stuff that I already know or am aware of, but I still love talking about it. I could sit there and talk about 80s, 90s, a little bit of 70s stuff. Like, I could talk about it all day long. One of the things we were talking about in one of the chats was the Super Mario Brothers Super Show and how it sort of evolved or devolved, I would say, into just like Super Mario Brothers 3 show and whatnot have you. And we talked about it, and I can remember Super Mario Brothers. I think it was on in the afternoons, and he said he remembers it on NBC, but I remember it being on Fox or not Fox Kids. It wasn't Fox Kids back then, but it was like it was kind of a version of that, like Fox something or another, KBSI in our area, and I remember watching it on there, but I remember watching it, and then when Friday would come, The Legend of Zelda came on, and at first I kind of hated that because I was like, "Oh man, what is this?" And they would show the commercial over and over and over and over again. But as I got to watching some of the episodes, I liked it. I just, the thing is, I wish they would have done like an hour where they could have done like Super Mario Brothers for the first half and then did Zelda for the second half instead of just not having a Mario Brothers show on Fridays. But it all worked out in the end. And when he started mentioning all that stuff, it brought me back to memories of coming home from school and watching Super Mario Brothers. And I think by the time they started doing the Super Mario Brothers 3 stuff, yes, sir, Michael Fontaine, Captain Lou Albano, was the original voice of Mario. And then by the time they started doing the Super Mario Brothers 3 stuff, I believe he was replaced with another voice actor. And they quit doing the live skits. That's another thing they did, was the live skits. And I really, even though they were cheap and cheesy looking, I really enjoyed those live skits because a lot of times they would have celebrities guest on them and be like Wendy from the Wonder Years, Sergeant Slaughter, Ernie Hudson was on there one time, and he reminded me of that. Some guy it wasn't Crocodile Dundee, but it was like a guy pretending to sort of play that character. I guess they couldn't get Paul Hogan for some reason. But yeah, just a lot of fond memories. And there was actually a few stars that were on there before they were stars. Like that blonde girl. I can't think of her name. But yeah, man, those were the days. You know what I'm saying? You probably have different memories, though.
I do. I didn't get to play much. Mostly in my room with Barbies. I was a Barbie kid.
Uh-oh.
And I did like the little plastic bracelets.
Oh, my ear. Sorry, my ear
with
was
the charms on it. Things like Lisa Frank.
I'll put him up here.
We didn't get to do a whole lot of video games, but once I was actually able to do video games, now you know which one I'm addicted to.
Mm-hmm.
And if I sit there, I can probably go from finish to start in, what would you say, 24 to 36 hours?
I'm sorry? What?
If I went straight through.
Oh my gosh.
On Super Mario World.
Super Mario World, you are the best at. Yeah, I think you could beat it in a day, to be honest with you. You almost did.
Yeah, and then the game glitched and started back at the beginning. I was so mad and disappointed because, I know a lot of the secret worlds. Now, a few of them had escaped my mind already because it had been so long since I'd played. So I kind of, had to cheat and look those up. But then once I saw, I was like, oh, yeah, I remember. Like the member fairies out South Park.
Right.
I remember.
One thing I hated was when the emulators came out, and they had a lot of really good games, but one of the games that they couldn't do really was Duck Hunt, because it's the HDMI setup, and you got to have a flat screen TV or whatever. And it's really disappointing because I really like to do Duck Hunt, and I do have physical copies of all those games. But I have a Nintendo right now that's not acting very, very well. But for some reason, it will play Duck Hunt. And you have to have like the older TVs to do it, because it's a light gun and it works with the flashing lights of the TV, something to do with the tubes, but the way the picture flashes. It sets up a little square thing, a box, if you will, and that's where you're shooting what you're shooting. You're shooting little square boxes, essentially, because it's a light gun. But anyway, so yeah, the emulators are fine if you just want to play like Contra or something like that. But you want to play some good old-fashioned Mario, you want to play like some good old-fashioned Zelda. I mean, yeah, you can play Zelda in the emulator too, I guess, but you want to play the Adventures of Bayou Billy or Duck Hunt with the gun, the light gun, better get yourself an old TV at a pawn shop or on eBay or at a thrift store or something. That's what I have. I have one over here in the corner. But the problem is that sucker is heavy, dude. Like, there's a joke floating around Facebook that no one stole our TVs in the 80s because they're so damn heavy. They're so damn big.
Oh, I know. Even the smallest of ones. I remember being given one that had the TV with the VCR in it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was extraordinarily heavy. Just to pick that one up, I was like, oh my gosh, the new ones are like feathers compared to these TVs.
Oh, yeah. I tell you, I got a 50-inch in my living room, and I have it sitting on top of an old rickety entertainment center from the 90s or early 2000s maybe. And this thing is so, like, it bows kind of in the middle, so that the TV kind of sits at a slant. So I'm just, I'm like, oh gosh, if that thing ever collapses, I'm totally fucked.
I think one of the games I did get into back then, when I did get the chance to play as a kid, was Tetris. When it came out, I did a lot of Tetris. And it kind of helped me now in life, because now I can Tetris things really well.
Yeah.
Like in my freezer, in my closet, in my dresser. Like, I'll make it fit. Watch this.
Right. That's so funny. It's like, what other video game that could be used as a real life skill? Like,
right?
I guess Spy Hunter. When you drive, it teaches you how to drive crazy. That was before we had all the Grand Theft Auto games and all that. We had Spy Hunter. We had to drive and shoot at the same time. That's a wild game, actually. That's a pretty hard game. Super Mario Brothers 3 mentions Legend of Zelda and Zelda 2. The Adventures. See how he did the S there? The Adventures of Link were the hardest games to beat that were ever created for the NES. I kind of disagree with that a little bit, and I'll tell you why. Because I feel the first Legend of Zelda game was actually pretty easy. I mean, it was hard at first. I mean, if you didn't have the maps and stuff, I could kind of see it being really hard. But back then, if you wanted maps and stuff like that, you'd have to have Nintendo Power. And then I think it was because of Nintendo Power that I was able to beat the first Zelda game. And it was also because of Nintendo Power that when Mario 3 came out, they had like a book guide of the game where you could find all the secrets, and it even had like where you flip over the cards, the match game. It had all the answers to that too. But you really, I mean, back in the 80s and 90s when this stuff first came out, like we didn't have internet. We couldn't just Google, show me a map to Zelda, show me the map to Mario. Uh, it was wild. And you know what else we had back in those days was the 1-800 number. I remember calling that so much to get through the games. And yeah, the Game Genie, that's another thing I do is I cheat. I cheat with some of those games. But do you remember? Okay, I'm going to throw something out here that I think might be the code, and I want Super Mario Brothers 3, or hell, anybody who knows their video games. Okay, are you ready for this? Amazon line?
I'm ready.
Okay, I think the code was up, up, down, down, left, left, forward, forward, A, B, select, start. And that's a code, and that's a game I just mentioned. But oh my God, I used to love playing that game. So quick in the comments, if you guys can answer this. What game had the cheat code that I'm referring to? And I probably didn't get it exactly right, but I definitely remember AB select start. I definitely remember the end of it. It probably is. Like, I'm doing this off the top of my head. I didn't look it up or anything. I'm doing it straight from memory. While you guys are answering that in the comments, I'll put another one up there, and I'll even tell you what it is, what it's for. Yes, it's for Contra. Very good, Kenraz. That's awesome. Yeah, up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. BA. Oh, I said AB, didn't I? Select start. Was it select start or just start? I thought it was select start at the same time.
I wouldn't have known that anyway.
But yes, you're right. You corrected me. It was BA. I said AB. Wasn't the B? Hold on. The B button's on the left, right? Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, the B button's on the left. That's why I said it the way I said. I said it backwards. It would have been because it's almost like in a row. You know what I'm saying? But okay, here's another thing I can do straight from memory. Are you ready? And I'll even tell you what it is. This is the code to get the Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson's Punch Out. 007 373 5963. That was the code to get the Mike Tyson. I remember it clear as a bell, and I don't even have to look it up. Like 007 373 5963. Ta-da! Oh,
What were a couple of your favorite arcade games?
I'm sorry?
What were a couple of your favorite arcade games?
Arcade games?
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of my favorite of all time was Street Fighter versus Marvel. And that was a button masher. That was awesome. Like, I can't even tell you how many quarters I put in that damn thing. There was that, and there was the Simpsons video game, too. I remember that Simpsons video game being in the arcade all the way to the end. Like, it was still there. That one and Street Fighter versus Marvel was there to the very end, when right before they shut them all down. Do you remember that?
What about before them all, though?
What do you mean?
When they just had like arcade games in random places.
You mean like pizzerias and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'll tell you, there was one arcade game I really liked, and it was a race car. It was with race cars, and that was over in Walt's Pizza. And sitting in that race car, I gotta tell you, there you go. There's another video game that can teach you things in real life. When you are driving a race car arcade game, let me tell you, it's nothing like driving a car in real life.
No, I
I
agree.
learned that the hard way. Like, oh my
I
god.
remember the first time they ever came out with one that like vibrated and moved. That scared the crap out of me.
Ooh. That was in arcades too, though.
Yeah.
They had the vibration on the very game I was mentioning.
Because there was some I played where they didn't move at all, when I was younger. And then they came out, with the arcade games like that over at the mall. And I was surprised.
I could sit there in that arcade at the mall for hours. Like that was my place to go on a Saturday. Oh my gosh. But if you want to talk about pizzerias, like having arcade games, the most common one had to be Miss Pac-Man.
Mine was just regular Pac-Man. And then my other one I always played was Centipede.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm talking about the pizzerias though. Do you remember like the arcade machines that were like tables and each of you got a chair?
Yeah. Or like bowling alleys or laundromats or
Yeah.
anywhere.
All right, here she is. The famous and the one, the only Sandy Diva.
Hello. Happy
Hello.
Father's Day, fathers. Hi, Amazon Lion. I am still working, but I figured I can work while I'm here.
Sure.
I just can't see the chat, so I'm very sorry that I cannot see the chat.
Well,
but I'm here.
We were discussing arcade games, and did you do arcade games back in the day?
I did, and I heard what you were saying, and yes, I remember like the Super Mario table and Pizza Hut.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember the table ones.
Man,
You're not alone.
That was cool. I like that thing.
Yeah, I didn't see my first sit down one for 2 players until later on.
Really?
Yeah, I mean the first one I seen was at a laundromat, and it was Pac-Man.
Okay, but you have seen them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But man, Street Fighter versus Marvel, that was my favorite of all time. Like I said, I probably poured over $100 worth of quarters in that thing in one day.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was an arcade junkie.
That totally makes me thankful that, consoles came out to save us money.
Yeah, I mean, I had a console at the time, but it was more fun to go to the mall on a Saturday, just go to the arcade, meet up with your friends. That was actually the meetup place. Like we would say, okay, I'm going to the mall. Okay, I'll meet you there. Okay, where should we meet at? It was always either the food court or the arcade.
For us, it was the food court.
Yeah.
And I do not recall meeting anyone at the arcade. But, like, when I think of the arcade, I think of down the shore, we go to the arcade.
Mm.
And then there was, like, arcades at movie theaters.
Yeah.
And there was an arcade in the mall, but we didn't really go in it that much.
I actually, when I went on vacation a couple years ago, We went to Kentucky at the time, I think it was, and they actually had one of the, I won't say only, but it, well, one of the last kind of old style movie theaters where they had an arcade upstairs, and there was like the whole shebang was there. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
what you remember when you remember old movie theaters. Like I remember the old not old, but like from the 80s and stuff. Like I can remember going to one in the mall, and they would have the red rope, like, and there would be a dude standing at the end of the rope there, taking tickets. Like I remember that. It was more of an experience, I guess is what I'm trying to say, than it is nowadays.
I got you. It was. I agree.
But those days are gone, like forever.
Yeah, and when I
That's so
wasn't
true.
playing video games, do you know where I was?
Um, Spencer's.
No,
Hmm.
it
Where's
doesn't have to do with inside at all.
the woods?
I was in the woods. I'm a woodsy girl. While everybody was out hanging with their friends and going to the mall and going to the movies and going here and there, I was going to the woods.
You
I
were
was
a woodsy girl.
always, yeah, I was
Woodsy
always an
world.
outside person.
You go in here and there and whistling without a care, right?
Riding my bike, climbing trees, riding my bike down hills that were in the woods.
We used to do that too, but we would make makeshift ramps and jump them and see how many times we could jump them before they went.
Well, my brother convinced me one time that I could go down this one hill, and
Oh my gosh!
it didn't work out. And at the bottom, me and my bike landed in a great big, huge thistle bush, and it was so painful to climb out of.
Oh my gosh! Hey, we got Eric Wood podcast.
Welcome.
That is awesome.
Hello.
I said welcome, but yes, also awesome.
Oh, sorry. You know what the
Okay.
problem is? My air condition is running in the next room, so I am really struggling to hear you guys tonight.
Gotcha.
Maybe I should turn my speakers up.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. Okay,
Okay.
now I can hear you. I don't know why I didn't do that at the beginning, but hey, here we are now. So, Amazon line, I got a question for you.
Yes.
You were talking about gardening, and that was going to lead me into another segment in which I've already done one garden video this year, but I have never seen. I have planted lots of cabbage and lots of broccoli in my whole entire lifetime. And basically, I got started because my grandpa started me. He would have me help him as he got older. He would have me help him in the garden, and I remember he had this property. It wasn't his, but people let him put out a big garden out there. And I remember loading up the tiller in the back of the truck. And this wasn't like the tillers we have today that are small and weigh maybe 100 pounds. This thing had to weigh about 200 to 300 pounds. I mean, okay, I might be playing it up just a little, but I would say anywhere between 200 pounds would be accurate. And we loaded this thing up and took it over there, and I would run it for him. And also, not only did we load that up, but the lawnmower too. And there was this lady's lawn that was right next to it. And anyway, long story short, that's how I got started in the gardening, was through my grandpa.
Really quickly before you completely switch topics,
Mm-hmm.
you said that those days are over, and I said no, they're not.
Really?
I sent you a link in Shifty Sunday.
Hmm.
There's a place in Philadelphia if you want to look at it. I did give you a link called the
Um,
Barcade. It's an arcade bar, and they're celebrating their
wow.
20th anniversary. So
Are
it's
you?
never been gone in this area, I should say. We've always at
Oh,
least had the Barcade.
I see. It is gone where I am.
I know.
Completely.
I'm just saying there are people in other places keeping it alive. That's all.
That's cool, man. Here, let me show this graphic up here. This is pretty cool. Ah, dang it. Why would I do that? Hold on. Oh, wait. There it is. Yay. Wow.
It's a bar and arcade. Plus, we also have Dave and Buster's, which I think is still an arcade.
But now, wait a minute. Are these arcade games, or are these arcade
They have games.
huh?
They have video games inside the bar.
Okay.
I mean, that's just the
Because
first. It's just a homepage.
because we have places that call themselves arcades,
Mm-hmm.
but they're slot machines. They're
No.
basically okay.
And by the way, the Barcade has locations in New York, and just in the Chelsea neighborhood, Jersey City, New Jersey, Philadelphia, PA, Brooklyn, New York,
Hmm.
and it lists all their games. So, really quickly, the Philadelphia one has Asteroid, Bubble Bobble, Bust a Move. I'm skipping over a lot. Centipede, Frogger, Galaga, Mike Tyson's Punch Out. They have so many.
Wow.
Mortal Kombat, Miss Pac-Man, Uber. I'm telling you, it's a regular arcade. Oh, I'm sorry. They also have locations in New York, St. Mark's Place, New Haven, Connecticut, Los Angeles, California, Detroit, Michigan, Rockefeller Center, New York, and there's 2 locations in Philadelphia and 3 in New York.
Well, that's cool, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Barcade. Maybe they'll throw a sponsor our way if we keep shouting them out.
Yeah, maybe they'll open one in Chicago, in Dallas.
Yeah. I would never go to Chicago though. I'm just saying. Oh my god, I hate that place so much. No offense to anybody. No offense to anybody who lives in Chicago, but that place has basically become like Gotham City. It is terribly filled with crime all over. And I used to live, or not live, but I had family that lived there. They're all gone now, but it used to be you didn't have to worry. You could easily walk down the street no matter what time of day it was. It could be late at night. Well, let me rephrase that. Depending on the neighborhood, and not be worried about getting shot. You might get mugged from time to time, but it's a big city, of course, that's going to happen. But it wasn't like an everyday occurrence like it is now. Is the point I'm getting at? It has just gotten awful. And the other thing is, since we're from Southern Illinois,
Mm-hmm.
it sucks because they get all of the relief, all the funds. It all goes to them because they're a big city, and they're basically like they're Illinois basically, because they get everything first in Illinois. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
like Philadelphia would get it before I don't know,
Hmm.
Allentown. You know,
Yeah, and
like,
like your
yeah.
smaller counties aren't going to really get much. Like we don't get shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I've always hated it. I've always told people I wish Chicago would just secede from Illinois altogether. It
Mhm.
is it is just the worst. Not to mention the Cubs play there, so there's that too. So there is a picture of me with a White Sox hat on
Mhm.
when I was really young, and then it was well, like I said, I had family in Chicago and stuff. But anyway, we were getting ready to talk about gardening for a reason.
Yes. I'm sorry. I see it when you leave the subject before I told you that. Go on with the gardening.
So, um, over the years, and I don't mean to slap myself on the back here, but I'm going to kind of slap myself in the back here. I have gotten quite good at it. And over the years, I've raised some pretty good ones. But this year, oh my God, dude, so far, like the stuff that I've raised, and I haven't really raised that many things, just cabbage and broccoli and sweet basil. That sweet basil plant is huge. It's like a bush now. But the cabbage and broccoli were so big. I wish I could share a picture of the broccoli. I have it somewhere. I think I made a video about the broccoli. I think you guys saw that. I'm not sure, but there was one cabbage, and this thing, you know what? Before I say how much it weighs, I want you guys to guess how much it weighs. So here I am holding the cabbage. I don't look too happy, do
Happy
I?
Father's Day. Congratulations. It's a cabbage.
Yeah,
Patch Kid.
right. So
I would
just
guess 5 pounds.
all right. Um,
Looks like a
Amazon
bull
line,
ball.
Amazon line. You know the answer to this.
Yeah, I can't guess.
Let's see what the audience thinks. And I know it may not look that big on your screens unless you have you're watching it on your TV or something. And I don't think I can. No, I can't magnify it. But I there was two more. Okay, Bellator says 4 pound. Oh, the pound sign. Yeah, remember when that used to be a pound sign and not the hashtag?
Yes. Because you hit pound on the phone.
Yeah.
It's still pound on the phone, by the way.
Oh, really?
So once in a while I'll hear to return to the main menu, hit pound. Like that on the thing.
Yeah. Mark Basket says 8.
And I did send a picture of the broccoli.
Oh, you did. Okay, cool. Yeah, there was 5 of these, and almost every one of them were pretty big except for 2. So 3 out of the 5 got huge. And I didn't do anything different. I don't know what the heck. Man, that soil must have had steroids in it or something. A big Brussels sprout. Yeah. Cabbages or Brussels sprouts kind of remind me of tiny cabbages. Well, it doesn't look like we're getting a whole lot of more answers so far. We have Bellatar with 4, Mark Basket with 8. Sandy, what did you say, 5?
Yes.
Well, oh, hold on. Oh, okay. Well, why don't you go ahead and give them the answer, Amazon? Wait, not yet. Kenraz says 724. I don't get that. Oh, 7 point. Is he saying 7.24? Good Lord. We're getting some good answers here. Okay. 0.24. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wasn't sure. Okay, Amazon line.
And Noise Guru said you're gonna need the whole block of Velveeta.
Oh man, that would be cool.
Oh, that'd be good.
I know. I used to.
But
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. No, I used to love it when we would go to a buffet or something, and they would have Brussels sprouts on the buffet, and then I would cover them in cheese. I would get like the Mexican cheese though. Something about it, I don't know. Same, it's the same stuff, pretty much, except the Mexican cheese is a little spicier. Anyway, sorry, Amazon line. I did not mean to run on like that. So, do you want to?
okay. The winner is Mark Basket.
8 pounds.
Oh my goodness.
8 pounds, everyone.
8-pound cabbage. That is a lot of cabbage rows. But man, you guys, Kenraz came really, really close. Really close. Beltar was under. You were off by 3 pounds, Sandy.
I know, but you know what? I should have said something closer to 8 because I did say it looked like a bowling ball.
Yes.
Average bowling ball, and for everybody's like 8 pounds.
Mine is 16 though.
Mine was 16 as well.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh cool. I still have mine, and I have the bag and the glove. I might actually get that glove out to lift weights with because I did something to my hand and wrist. I sprained them.
That's not good. I'm sure I still have mine at my mom's house in the basement, but I can't play anymore. I started out with a 14, but then you get used to it, and then I moved up to a 16. But yeah, I was on a league for years.
Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, I used to do it just for fun, but I would go out with friends and stuff, and I hated. The reason why I actually got my own bowling ball was because I hated using the house balls.
Well, that's because they're plastic, and the ones you buy are reactive resin. They're a different material. They react differently.
Yeah. Well, isn't some of them like polyurethane?
Polyurethane. Yeah, it's plastic.
Yeah.
Plastic.
Oh,
it's just plastic.
I just said the same thing without saying that.
Scientific terms, yes.
Bowling shirt. I played on a league once. I wanted to do it the following year, but then I got into this whole thing right here, and not an excuse. I know I could probably still spare a Wednesday night, but wasn't just this. It was other things too. It was me getting into making my videos and trying to, be with my family and stuff. And after a while, I was just like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to do it for fun.
Well, that was the thing. First I started on a school league, and that was for extracurriculars for college. And then I enjoyed it so much that my mom, well, actually, even before school, when I was little, I used to go. My grandmother was on a league, and I guess my mom was too, and I don't remember it, but I remember my grandmother, and we would go to the bowling alley while she played, and play the arcade there. That's what made me think of it. and play in the arcade. They had a pinball room, and then they had arcades like in this little cordoned off area with like ice cream machine and soda machine, snack machines. And they also had parrots. When you walked in, they had two like uh, chicken fence. I don't know. It was like stones, very nice and decorative with parakeets, not parrots. Parakeets, so the kids could stand and look at parakeets. There was a lot of things to do while my grandmother played on her league inside that bowling alley. And then I did the league thing, and then my ex-husband and I were on a league with my mom. So my mom was there. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
several years.
That is cool, because that is actually how I got interested in bowling. My grandpa played on the leagues like all the time, and he would take me when I was very little, and I would just start bowling, and I would just go. I would have to go with him when he had his league night. Not all the time, because it was. I think it was just a few times, because him and the guys would all drink afterwards and even during and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some bowling alleys, you get your beer.
They have a bar there. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that was back in the days you could actually smoke in the bowling alley.
Oh yeah, you could smoke in the bowling alley even when I was on the league.
Really?
Yeah. It was probably like 25 years ago now.
I remember.
No, I'm exaggerating. About 15 years ago.
But I remember the old sheet scorecards with the pencils sitting there, and
before they made it all computer. Yeah.
And then there would be an ashtray right in the middle of that.
Oh, we had ashtrays. There was ashtrays everywhere.
Oh no, these were built in. I'm serious. There would be where you keep your scorecards and all that, and then right in the dead center of it, a built-in ashtray.
There may have been some built-ins, but there was also all right. So we had like those rounded plastic booths on either side.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, so in between the booths there was a hole with the trash can, and then there were two ashtrays built in there. But I do remember plastic ashtrays too. So they probably had both.
Yeah, I miss that. I miss going into a public place and just like a bar, for an example, and being able to enjoy.
Still do that here. In Philadelphia, the law is as long as they serve less than 20% food, I believe it is, so they can get away with appetizers.
Wow.
You can still smoke in the bars.
Really?
Really?
Over here, it's just banned, period. Like, you cannot. It's banned in Illinois, and I'm pretty sure it's banned in Kentucky, maybe Missouri. Also. No, I think Missouri, you could still do it. I'm not sure, but.
And we were able to smoke in the Deptford Mall. That was the last mall that allowed smoking. We were able to smoke in the Deptford Mall in a smoking section until 1997.
Wow. God, dude, that's wild. The thing is, it was all banned for the wrong reasons.
Don't even get me started. I already told you.
I know.
It was banned because of a lie.
Yeah.
A town lied and said it decreased their heart attacks, and it didn't. It didn't at all. It was actually higher than a couple of years. It's just that they compared it to the previous year only and used that to get these laws passed. Lies. All lies.
Man, that's crazy. It kind of reminds me of a Seinfeld joke that nobody would understand what he's talking about today, except for us, of course. But he's like talking about, you get your meal, and then you'd eat all your food, and you knew the meal was done when the cigarette butt was going out in the mashed potatoes. It's like, and that's how things were too. Not, I don't know about putting it out in the mashed potatoes, but there was smoking, there was non-smoking. People had a choice.
Mhm.
No, they didn't have to sit there and smell the smoke or whatever. But I do remember one thing that was pretty crazy. It's like most of your diners and stuff would have a non-smoking session, but then
Mhm.
the smoking session was just on the other side of it. It's like, okay, why even have a non-smoking session?
A lot of our diners, the non-smoking section would be the dining room, which was separate,
Hmm.
or a lot of our diners would be when you walk in the front door, you go, there were tables to the left and then there were tables to the right. So it was actually separate.
Oh,
You're
wow.
still in the same room, but you
Right.
know.
But it just reminds me of this picture I saw of McDonald's. Like someone spread it around on Facebook. This dude sitting there, he's got the mullet, he's got the 70s looking shirt on, and he's just there smoking away right there in McDonald's at a kid's birthday party.
Yes, I remember the McDonald's little tin, the tin ashtrays.
Yep. I think I might have taken a couple of those. And I didn't even smoke like legally. Yeah, I was just taking them just to take them. I wish I kind of still had one or two of those. That'd be kind of
I
cool.
just, I just wish, you know,
Yeah,
our freedoms weren't stripped.
yeah, that was one of the first things. It's like,
Hmm.
you know,
You have the freedom to drink alcohol and get drunk, but not smoke a cigarette.
yeah. What's the
And
logic in that?
and alcohol kills more bystanders than secondhand smoke ever did.
Exactly. Yeah, that's basically my commentary on weed too. Like nobody in history, I don't know about nobody, but it would be pretty rare, put it that way. Nobody in history, I'll say nobody in history, in my opinion. I'm not actually got facts, but from what I know, from my knowledge, has ever died of marijuana overdose. From my knowledge.
Yeah.
But millions of people die every year from either alcohol poisoning, drunk driving accidents, or maybe a little bit of both, kidney failure, liver damage, cirrhosis. I mean, for real, like more people die of alcohol. I'm gonna go ahead and say allegedly more so than any other drug. Actually,
Yeah, because it's an accepted um, intoxicant. Is that a word? It's an accepted thing in society, and yeah, it's an accepted thing in society, and it really does mess you up, and people drive. So
yeah, that's the other thing, man. You know, it other what's the word, addicts, other addict people who are addicted to other substances, you could kind of say the same thing, but alcohol, living with an alcoholic, it's just it sucks, man. I know, because I'm not going to mention any given titles or anything, but I used to, I mean, yeah, just saying it ruins other people's lives, families, friends, all that. And weed just brings everybody together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to the fridge.
I'll tell you what, man, I'm actually getting kind of hungry right now. Why don't we get, whoa, that almost happened. Almost knocked my lamp into my tea.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh no, that would suck because it's plugged in. I did that one time, man. I was sitting there and I had my tea, big, huge glass of tea on the coffee table. And I forget exactly how this happened.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know. It was the old coffee table and it was literally on its last leg. And I put this huge glass of tea on there. And I was just minding my own business, playing video games. And then all of a sudden, the table fucking crashes. And that tea just goes everywhere. And I mean everywhere. And that wasn't even the bad part. The bad part is when the tea spilled, I had an extension cord that was coming out of my wall and I had my lamp plugged into it. I thought, oh my God, if that hits that extension cord, I'm cooked. Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God it didn't, because, man, and then I had to get up and dry all that up with several towels and stuff. I didn't have a shop vac back then. But, yeah, that sucked. People learn your lesson. If you have a coffee table and that thing's 100 years old and it's basically held together with wood glue and a few screws, don't take any chances. I'm telling you. Do not take chances. All right. Well, man, I really went on a story there that night.
Yes, you did.
Okay, so with that being said, I got a question.
Yeah.
Do we want to share memes right now or take a quick 5-minute Lulu break and then come back and do the memes?
Can we do like a 10-minute break?
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Because I need to get coffee and I need to run to the ladies' room.
Well, that sounds good to me. And it just so happens I have a brand new movie I just put out, and I will be showing, I guess, the first 10 minutes of it. I hope you guys like it. I hope the first 10 minutes is not the credits. Maybe I should fast forward past that.
Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah. Because otherwise, they won't even get to any of the story. So the name of the film that I had just finished is called Superman Attack of the Machines. I was going to call it Rise of the Machines because it's the machines kind of rising up, the computers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, wait a minute. Isn't Terminator 2 called Rise of the Machines?
It is, I think, yes.
Yeah. So I just thought, it's not like it's a real movie anyway, but I'm just saying, like, people would be like, wait a minute, you stole from Terminator 2. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, let's do that. Light them if you got them.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, and members of the jury, we'll be right back after this 10-minute break. As soon as I find the clip. Oh, here we go.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy, the chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Ah. Okay, well, I was trying to have my video up and running before that thing ended, but my computer's being a tad bit slow, so. But I will get it right about now.
Yeah.
Okay, not that part. There's one funny part on there, though. Okay, rewind it. Skip the intro. Oh, yeah, that's cool, though. You know what? The intro is short, but, oh, there's music playing on it. Never mind. I don't want to get claimed twice. Okay, let's see. The intro is pretty cool, though. I do, if I say so myself. But anyway, you guys can find that out. You know, if you watch it, like, this is just a teaser. This is just 10 minutes of it. So you're probably going to want to watch the rest of it. You'll be like, I wonder what happens next. Who knows? But anyway, enjoy your break, guys. Enjoy the intermission. We'll be right back. Hopefully. If I can get it to play. Good night, guys. Good night.
This
Wait a
seems
minute.
like an odd place, yet
Wait,
oddly familiar.
before I leave, is everybody seeing this? Oh, dang it. Everybody left already. Crap. Okay, I want to make sure I'm sharing my screen and I can't see the comments. So let me backtrack just a little. Okay, I was. Okay, good. Whew. Sorry about that, guys. I just want to make sure. Okay, have fun.
Computer, where am I?
You are on the planet Earth in the Conky Forest, 15 miles south of Metropolis.
Is there any way that you could transport me into Metropolis?
Yes, I am afraid you will have to walk from here. And or maybe hitchhike.
What is hitchhiking?
It is when you stick your thumb out and hope that a vehicle pulls over and picks you up. But I must warn you, the humans here on this planet aren't as nice as they are from where we come from. Do be careful.
Thank you, computer. I shall be very careful. Well, it appears as though I have a long walk from here. I wonder how Metropolis is. Hey, get out of the road, Derby! Screw you, creepo! Out of the way, bozo! Hey, I'm trying to get to White here! Now remember, guys, just like we practice. The truck pulls up, I pretend like I'm in distress, and when the guards come out to see what the problem is, you guys pull the guns on them and kidnap them both and we hijacked the truck. Yeah, no problem, Johnny. Yeah, we're with you, Johnny. All right, boys, get places. All right, Johnny. Oh, man, I can't wait to get to the bank and get this job over with. Yeah, me too. Hey, what's up the road up there? It looks like a vehicle in distress. We'll go around them. We can't stop for nothing. I can't go around them. It's on oncoming traffic. Oh, jeez. All right, let's see if we can give them some help. All right, what seems to be the problem, young man? Oh, it's this damn carburetor, dude. I thought I had some tools back here, but, hey, maybe we pop the hood. We can push this thing out of here. You know what I mean? We got to get going. All right, relax, Mike. Hey, Bob, we got a truckload of money here. We got to deliver to the bank. You don't think I don't know that? All right, young man, we can't help you, but we got to push this thing out of the way. I wouldn't do that if I was you. Huh? All right, drop your weapons and nobody gets hurt. Oh, shit. I told you. This ain't the time for telling them so, Mikey. Whatever. Get in the car. Drop your weapons first of all. Yeah. Drop your weapons and get in the trunk. In the trunk? Come on. Get in the trunk. You heard me. Oh, crap. This just isn't all day. All right, boys. Make sure you're comfortable. And where's the keys? Here. Thanks, Pops. We'll make sure we treat it with respect. Oh, God. Man, this is going to be easier than taking candy from a baby. Yeah, well, just hurry up. We got to get the hell out of here. Hey, what about the car? What about the car? We'll just run it over. Come on, get in already. All right, Johnny, all right. Here we go. So long, suckers. Oh. Hey, here's the sirens. Oh, what sirens, boss? These. Oh, they're not working. Never mind. All right, we're getting home scot-free, boys. Hey, Johnny, you feel that? Feel what? What are you talking about? Look out your window. Well, I don't think we're on the ground anymore. What the hell? Oh my God! Oh! Buckle up, boys. You're going for a little ride. Whoa! Crap! It's Superman! It never ceases to amaze me. Ha ha ha. Oh! There we go. Oh, shh. Oh. Ha ha ha. Hell yeah. You guys are going to prison. Straight to prison, I tells you. When will they ever learn? Hey, Mahoney. Oh, hey, Bill. Man, am I bored. I mean, prison is a pretty good place to work and everything, but guy sure gets bored around here. Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes I even pray for a prison ride. You know what I mean? Hey, what's that up there? Huh? Up where? I don't know. It looks like a blade or a plane or something. Huh? Let me take a look. What you're talking about? Nah, it's just Superman carrying a great big. What the hell? Oh, great. Now he's delivering them. Oh, sheesh. Is that what I think it is? Yep. It's an armored truck. Hey, boys. Whoa. Sorry about that. Special delivery. Sorry I didn't make reservations. I hope you have accommodations for these guys. Oh, God, I'm going to be sick. Get off of me, fool. Hey, I'm sure we can accommodate these boys, Superman. Thanks, gentlemen. Okay, see you later. And I'll see you guys at 10 to 20. Oh, God, I'm so glad to be on the ground. Hey, do we do due process anymore? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Get a job, you bum.
There's that. There you have it.
I'm here. I'm just muting for 1 more second because I'm trying to find something.
Gotcha.
There you have it, folks.
Hey, Ever Josh. All right. Good to have you.
Do you want to start the memes?
What do you mean, start the memes?
What do you mean? What do I mean? What do you mean? And I never get that stuff.
Oh, boy.
I get tongue-tied so bad.
I'll tell you what, man.
I think we should maybe just roll that beautiful meme footage. What do you think?
And that's fantastic.
Oh my God, I love that one. Well, there's a ton of them. Holy cow. I mean, there is just a ton of them.
I will be looking on my phone screen so I can see while I continue to work. But I'll be able to see because I turn my phone sideways.
Well, here we go. Here's the first meme of today.
I thought this one was funny. Great hike. You lost 159 pounds.
God, just for one arm?
Yeah.
Huh.
If
No,
you
they
look
lost
in
the whole
back-
body.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Yeah, he's got, I guess, one of those walking apps through an Apple, what is it, Watch? Where they, like, watch their steps, and then you got the rest of the body there in the back, and the bear is eating it.
Okay, I got you. Oh, the bear. Oh, I see.
Yeah, see the bear in the woods.
I didn't see the bear. Okay.
He was camouflaged in the trees.
Yeah.
That'll get you thinking. Oreo Speedwagon.
Yeah. That's funny. Well, there's a lot of symbolism on that cookie.
Yeah.
Like, there's some Masonic stuff going on.
I can't see that good.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you've ever looked at an Oreo cookie up close,
I know it's got the antenna from Nabisco on it.
but if you look at it up close, though, like a real Oreo, not these drawings, but you'll see like the eye, the all-seeing eye, one of them.
You know you're going to have to show us a close-up of an Oreo now, right?
What do you mean?
You're going to have to show me what you're talking about. I don't remember the all saying hi.
Oh man. Okay.
After the memes, we'll remind you. Pull up
Okay.
a detailed close-up of an Oreo.
I sure will. Look at these guys.
I love the sign.
For not tipping.
Right.
Yes, thank you for not tipping.
The cow in the background. I gotta say, he's really enthusiastic about his job. Look how happy he looks. That's cool. I wish there were more cows like him.
Luke, I would like a handmade present for Father's Day. The hand thing and the father thing, no.
Oh my gosh. I wonder how many arms and hands dropped down that chute over the years.
This reminded me of you and your grandfather. Except the bottom part, instead of saying up, it's down. Dad, who was taking a midday recliner nap. Me, who you would have turned it down, the thermostat.
Yeah. Well, him and my grandma fight over that thermostat all the freaking time. She'll turn it to a reasonable setting, and then he'll turn it all the way up to 90. And it's like, dude, it's 90 outside.
Yeah, it felt with the humidity over 100 today, and he was turning the heat up. I was like,
Yeah,
oh my.
I couldn't be there. That'd be awful.
Yeah. He even turned the heat on the other day. And my grandma and my mom were like, he about suffocated us to death. They couldn't figure out why it was so hot in the house. And it's because he had turned the heat on.
That is why the news reminds you to check on the elderly.
Ah.
You can always tell them, we'll cool down the house and you can put on layers.
Right.
Because they don't realize they're actually hurting themselves and getting dehydrated from that heat.
Mm-hmm.
This would be me at a protest.
I was told there would be cake.
Yeah.
Same.
Wow. Well, I just ate some delicious chocolate chip cookies. These things are... Let me ask you a question real quick before we get on to the next meeting. Do you guys prefer hard chocolate chip cookies or the soft ones?
Soft.
I'm really not a fan of them. I know. If they're home baked, I don't care. I like them both ways. But I'm not a fan of like Chips Ahoy and stuff like that.
Well, these were from the deli, and you could put them in, like, if you put them in the microwave for like 30 seconds, they get that fresh out of the oven kind of taste to them.
I don't know. It's not the same to me. I like crispy edges. They can be soft, or I do like them soft. I like them either way. It's fine. But I like the crispiness of the fresh baked cookies. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Yeah.
And the bakery stuff, no, I'm not a fan of bakery cookies unless it's like sugar or like some specialty cookies, but not chocolate chip. If you took me to a bakery,
True.
there's no way I'm ever going to pick chocolate chip cookies. Ever.
I mean, that's basically something you can make at home.
But that's not even why. It's just there's something different. Just like, cake. The difference between like cake made from scratch and box cake. It's like that for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a weirdo. I prefer box cake over like bakery cake any day of the week.
Really?
Yeah, I love box cake flavor. The flavor of it better.
All I know is I love cake as long as there's nothing weird in it, like coconut or
Yeah, same.
something like
I'm as basic as I like yellow cake with white icing. But I gotta tell you, I'm so upset. Like I am devastated by this. My whole life. Okay?
that.
47, well, almost 48 years. Okay? Our family bakery was Di Bartolo's. And Di Bartolo's, they made frosting or icing, whatever you want to call it, unlike anyone else any other bakery, and nowhere else had they had their own, I guess it was Italian buttercream. But I'm telling you, so when it was in the fridge, it was when it was cold, it was hard. Like, not hard, but like butter is hard, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But not that hard, but almost that hard. This stuff would melt in your mouth. It wasn't too sweet. It wasn't too not sweet. It was like perfect. And they closed down and I had no idea. If I had known, I would have gone there and begged them for the recipe to make it myself. But I will never have it again, so I'm devastated.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah. I used to like literally say to my mom, you don't even have to get me a cake. Because she'd want to get me a cake. And I'd be like, no, just ask them for a tub of the frosting. I'm good. I'm serious, I could eat that. No other frosting can I sit and eat. I could eat that frosting, like maybe a spoonful at a time for dessert, just a spoonful.
Wow.
Oh, I'd be so happy. I'd be in heaven. That's the best dessert ever.
You know, that's another thing, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
When we were younger, we ate cookie, or at least I did, eat cookie dough straight out of the thing, and there was nothing wrong with it. Now, all of a sudden, people are saying, well, you shouldn't eat raw cookie dough. And same thing with eggs. Like,
I know.
I know this is going to gross some people out, but I used to, when I was training, like for wrestling or whatever, I would drink 2 or 3 eggs, like in a glass, just crack them straight in the glass and drink them. And
No, not me.
well, my point is, I never got sick from them, never got anything. And now they say, well, you shouldn't do that because you can get salmonella and blah blah blah. It's like,
It all depends on if it has salmonella. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I don't know, like the way it's handled. I don't know. You gotta remember, these places, these regulations and stuff come up
yeah,
because something happened. They got sued or something, you know what I'm saying?
right.
So they gotta err on the side of caution, you know?
But I'm just saying, like raw cookie dough, cake batter, stuff like that. We never thought about that stuff. We just ate it.
I agree. But you gotta remember, we're in the age of, you know, people worried about GMOs and all that other sort of stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know, so it's like a trickle down, you know?
Yep. I agree, but still, just come on, Pete. Oh man, here we go.
This definitely was for you. My road rage is so bad, I wish I could Bluetooth to someone's car to talk trash to them through their speakers.
Right?
I thought of you when I saw that. I was like, man, we would so love to do that.
I would love to have like a bullhorn, like with a microphone or a megaphone or whatever attached to the car. And be like, all right, it's 55. Can you at least do 50? Work with me here. Step on one of those pedals. Maybe one of them makes the car go, you know? And then, of course, when you got people on your butt, you could be like, unless you're a hemorrhoid, get off of my ass.
I did have some road rage when I was driving 4 hours a day and getting sicker by the minute by being upright.
Yeah.
Like as I'm getting sicker, it's like you are making me sick in front of, like the person in front of me is making me sick, literally. But I do keep it in check by reminding myself that sometimes people driving are, you know, not feeling well, maybe fully terrified with a panic attack. You know what I'm saying? They're 95 years old and they don't know what they're doing. You know. Doesn't make it right though.
I know.
You shouldn't be driving in the left-hand lane holding everybody up. In some places, it's illegal to drive below a certain speed in the left-hand lane. Like a cop can pull you over for it.
Oh, wow. The rule I always heard growing up was if you're going with the flow of traffic. Like if you go with the flow of traffic, they're not going to really pull you over.
Not in New Jersey. If you're on the New Jersey Turnpike and not in North Carolina, the states, I have gotten one ticket in my whole life. One. Okay? I got a ticket for doing 80 in a, well, it was a 75. And I didn't see any signs dropping it down to 65. But I was going with the flow of traffic, and I got pulled over.
That's a speed trap, though.
That's a speed trap. And you know it's a speed trap. Because this little section of 95 in North Carolina, you have to go to the courthouse. You have to appear in court or hire a lawyer to do it for you.
Jeez.
So they know people are traveling through. They look for out-of-state people because they know they're going to come and pay that ticket right then and there. That's what we did. We went right to the courthouse, got right off at the next exit, went right to the. That's when we saw inside the police station. There was a door off to the right for a traffic lawyer. It's a racket. They're running a racket there.
Sounds like it.
Yep. So, but they did drop it down to no points, so I didn't
This
care.
is why I try not to talk about big topics. You know how it's hard for me to hide my facial expressions?
Yeah.
This has been one of the things that, like, I think about, for example. Me trying to understand why we are being judged by our credit score while the USA is $34 trillion in debt.
Right?
Jinx.
My face would be stuck like that.
Jinx, poke, you owe me a Coke. You ever hear that saying?
Yes.
Not. That might be
No.
regional.
Yeah, no, we used to, if you said something at the same time, we'd say Jinx, and then you'd poke them in the arm. Go, Jinx, poke, you owe me a Coke.
It's the poke you owe me a Coke part that I've never heard.
Really?
And that's why I said that might be regional.
Yeah, it could be. We say some weird shit down here.
Well, it's better than doing nothing.
Well, I mean, it's that collar that's trying to keep them from scratching.
Yeah,
And they're using it like we used to with the paper cups.
yeah. Can you hear me now?
That commercial, man, that got old fast.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
But I have to admit, I was one that used the saying.
Yeah. I have to use that with my grandpa a lot. Can you hear me now? But didn't he, like, he was with Verizon and then he went to Sprint or something?
I don't recall.
Because he does something different now, but it's...
I think you're right. I think you're right, and I think they did like a commercial making fun of it.
Oh.
Like I was the "Can you hear me now" guy, but now I'm the something else. I forget what it was.
I think I remember that. What is this white stuff in the grass?
That's a bush.
Oh, okay. It looked like it. Well, it looked like it
I
was.
was like, what white stuff is he talking about? I don't see anything.
Yeah, this right
I've
here.
seen it as a bush.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Like, I did not see that as a hedge.
The weirdest part is it's not white, and I knew what you were talking about.
I know. Yeah. Wait, what do you mean it's not white?
It's like green.
It looked like a white stripe in the middle of the field or whatever.
It's like green. The fence is white.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just figured maybe they painted it white and it was faded. I don't know. I tend to think crazy stuff, you know? You know I do.
Therapist. You often use humor to deflect serious trauma. Me. Thank you. Therapist. I didn't say that was a good thing. Me. What I'm hearing is you think I'm funny. You left the seat up. Did you hear me? Just fall in? Yes. I came to flush. I thought you'd like that.
So mean.
Oh my goodness.
Dear bill collectors, I know I owe you, but I got some good news. I typed amen on a Facebook post, and in 48 hours, I will get a ton of money. So when I
Right.
get it, I will pay you.
I hate those give this a like or say amen if you love Jesus and stuff. It's like, buddy, if I love Jesus, I don't have to vilify it on Facebook by liking your post, first of all. Second of all, you're using Jesus's name to get clout. And that's, to me, that's just not right. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but it's a scam. So
yeah. It's like that's what all they're doing is trying to get clout.
This is me. When your 1,044-month-old doesn't want to get out of the ball pit.
Hey, I don't blame her.
That'd
I
be
want to be
me.
in there too. I think the end of the ball pit was COVID, right? Because they shut down all the places you could go and stuff, and then that was one of the big things because the ball pit has it carries so many germs.
Some places still have ball pits, but they,
Do they?
take the time to clean them, and they go through this special type vacuum system. It's weird.
You know, I don't want to get into a whole conversation here, but what was so crazy about that time period was you could go to fast food, you couldn't go inside, but you could go to the window and they would make your food and then put it on a tray and then hand you the tray. And it was like, but if you made the food, you touched the food. If you touched the food, you put it in the bag. If you touched the bag that touched the whatever, what is the point of handing it to me on a tray? You've already touched all that. Like, they couldn't just hand you your food through the window. They had to put it on a tray. Like that somehow stops it. I don't know.
Right?
There's just some weird times we were living in back in 2020.
Yep. Don't even get me started on my mocha mint iced coffee, but they did. That was just nuts. I could touch every surface in that store, but touching the little handle to get iced coffee out of the machine, that was going to give me COVID.
Right.
They weren't allowing you to get fountain drinks. So dumb. Dumb.
I love now what they're doing to Dr. Fauci. They're getting him under the lights. It doesn't mean necessarily they're gonna hold him accountable, but they should.
I showed you that 2017 article Teresa found, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They absolutely should.
He lied. Oh my God. So many lies and ruining so many businesses. Okay, don't get me started.
Mm-hmm.
We got more memes to go. Here we go. This is me.
I had to show you though. To all the people who said I wouldn't accomplish anything because I procrastinate too much, just you wait.
I think for me, my procrastination comes from my ADHD, really.
Hey, this is going to be your ESA. The stakes have never been higher.
ESA.
Emotional support animal.
Oh. That little baby calf?
I don't know.
What is that?
Small cow, maybe?
That's a calf, right?
I don't know.
And what is it standing in? That looks like a bunch of pot leaves.
The stakes have never been higher.
Oh,
Yes.
higher.
So yes, it's a calf, and yes, that's what it is.
Okay. I get it now. I was laughing for a totally different reason a while ago. That's good. I like that.
When you start realizing things about the nature of reality, we don't even know if we're in this room. We could be in a turtle's dream.
Oh my God. I used to love watching that show.
Oh, yeah?
It's Always Sunny. That was one of my favorite shows.
Gotta take advantage of this heat.
No doubt. Actually, if they were inside the car, they would cook faster.
They might. Put them on a paper plate and stick them on your dashboard.
You know what I never tried, what I'd like to try?
What's that?
The next time it's 100 degrees outside, get a frying pan and see if an egg will fry in it.
Yeah. We probably could have today.
Oh, for sure.
Today was horrible.
Look at Eddie with his new piercing. I know, he is so hot.
Seemed like he could get off of that hook pretty easily.
Yeah, but, you know, it's his new piercing.
Right. Oh, I get it. The hook broke.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah.
My
Oh,
vacation this year.
Another one with hot dogs. Why is it always got to be hot dogs? That is so funny.
Well, that's the truth.
Yeah.
I heard the government is putting chips inside of people. I hope I get Doritos.
I like the Flamin' Hot Cheetos, but those aren't chips, though.
Here's a snapshot of Chuck Norris arriving to kindergarten after dropping off his parents at work.
I like the Chuck Norris memes. I'm glad they brought him back. Because for a while there, they weren't like, they had gotten old and they were like, they stopped doing them for a while. And now, here recently, there's been a resurgence.
I enjoy long romantic walks to the fridge.
How does that work? Do you like,
Hand in hand, we're going to the fridge
We're going
to
to the
get snack.
you know? It wouldn't be that long of a walk, though.
No. Do lizards ever look at snakes and be like, Lieutenant Dan?
I don't know, but isn't it true that, like, snakes at one time in history had legs?
I think they did. You would think they were just swimming, you know, but no, I think they did have legs. Like a salamander.
Because, like, in the Bible, the serpent is depicted with legs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, but I trust you.
Oh, okay.
You know where we're from? Our potholes look like this.
Oh, boy. You know, I had a
That's what our state looks like.
I had a crack on my wall that looked like Africa. I did. And then the crack got so big it started looking like Australia.
And last but not least, before I get off the show for tonight, happy Not the Mama's Day.
I like that.
Aww.
You know what's so funny is
And
I saw.
unfortunately, I do have to go to work tomorrow.
Oh, you're getting off of here?
Pretty soon I'll really have to, because I
man.
have to work tomorrow.
She just said she had to go.
Okay.
So I hope everyone enjoyed the memes tonight. I'm sorry I always have to leave so early, but I work early. And of course I have to get up really early because it takes my brain forever to wake up. That's just how I am. I have to have tons of coffee and it's very, very strong. Let me tell you, I'm a coffeeholic. But I always wish that I could stay more, longer on the show. So,
We know you do.
yeah. But peace and love, and you're all in my thoughts, and you're all in my prayers. And I hope to see you all next week. Bye, everyone.
Okay, goodbye.
Good night, Amazon
Bye.
Lion.
Good night.
Well, then there was two.
That is what I said last week, yeah.
Well, I gotta tell you something right now.
Mm-hmm.
They actually, I saw a meme of Dan Connor, and they were comparing him with the dad of dinosaurs.
Yeah, I could see that comparison 100%. I can see that.
Because of the flannel shirt.
Like a cross between Fred Flintstone and Dan from the Connors.
Yeah. Did you know that he didn't want to do that part? Like he was.
On Roseanne?
No, I mean he didn't want to play Fred Flintstone.
Oh. No, I did not. Good thing he did, huh?
Yeah, well, they tricked him into doing it. I think.
How?
I'm not sure. Maybe. Oh, was it like? Or am I thinking of Bill Murray doing Garfield? I'm thinking of Bill Murray doing Garfield.
Well, still, how did they trick him?
But because the script that he had read, like he had read the script and he's like, don't change anything or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they began filming the movie, they changed the script. So he was like, I told you my one condition for doing Fred Flintstone. That's why he didn't come back for the second one.
You mean Garfield, but yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I was talking about Fred Flintstone still.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, but how Bill Murray got tricked into doing Garfield was he thought the movie was like it was a different movie because it was directed by the Coen brothers, but he thought it was the other Coen brothers that had done like comedy movies and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it had a different title or something, and he had already signed on. There he was.
Well,
yeah. But there is a new Garfield movie coming out, and it's with Chris Pratt doing the voice this time around.
I did see that. You told me.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Was it Chris Pratt? Or
That was the problem. We couldn't tell.
Hmm.
We could not tell. Because it had two people listed. So we
Yeah,
didn't
Bill-
know. Remember?
right, but Bill was the original. But he didn't come back for the sequel though, so I don't. This is a reboot. This is like a soft reboot about Garfield's origin stories. It has his dad in it and stuff.
Sorry, I had to cough.
Oh, it's cool. But have you ever seen Garfield's dad like in the comics or in the cartoons?
Maybe yes.
See, because I don't remember him ever having a dad. Like he was bought from a kitten farm or something.
You're right. I do remember the farm.
Mm-hmm.
And they even did an episode about the farm. Or a series.
Yeah, there was a series, and it was Garfield and Friends, and it showed the farm where the farm animals were. Like, what was that duck's name? But anyway, yeah, they had that too.
I forgot. Did you want? I forgot to ask before I was online and left. Do you want to do a creepy critter? Because I have a creepy critter, like an article to read if you want it.
Oh man, no.
Okay.
Not really. I mean, we should save that for next time she's on next week.
Yes, we should. I did send it to her. You guys probably forgot about it.
Yeah. Well, she's been they've been working her really hard here lately, and the replacements that come in, they come in so late. Like the guy that replaced her the last time, like he came in 4 hours late. So it was.
Goodness.
So they're making her do all the work. Like she's running the grill and doing the the deep fried stuff and just running her butt off in that store, and there's nobody there to help. And you know how busy McDonald's gets.
Yes.
It is just a madhouse over there. I can't even. Sometimes I go over there to pick her up. I can't even find a parking spot.
That's
They're even
bad.
parked in the employees' parking lot. It's so bad.
That is
Mm.
bad.
Deep fried Twinkies. You know, I've never even tried those.
I've never tried any of those weird deep fried things.
Yeah, but I did see something that someone made a TikTok or something that guy kind of looks like the dude from It's Always Sunny. Actually, he saw a TikTok and then he did a TikTok of that TikTok. And what it is you take a spatula, a metal spatula, and you dip it in um, like hot grease, like hot deep fried grease, you know.
Yep.
And then you take your flour, and then you dip it in the you roll it in the flour, and then you put it down into the hot thing, and it makes like a little pocket, like one of those little pocket things. It's a really neat trick because it makes like the perfect pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, I forget what they call them, but you could stuff it with stuff like it's almost like a pizza pocket. Do you guys remember pizza pockets?
I mean, like a hot pocket.
Well, kind of. Yeah, a hot pocket. They still have hot pockets?
Yes.
Huh. Remember Jim Gaffigan? Do you know the comedian I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
He does that. Hot pockets. He does those jokes.
Yes, he
Um,
does.
I just think it's funny. I like him, and I like of course, George Carlin, which is, he was right on the nose about everything that's happening in today's world, seems like. And who was the one that died? The really big guy. Oh man, I
I
can't
can't
think.
remember his name, but are you talking about the guy from the Green Mile?
No, not
Oh,
that guy. No, a comedian. Um,
a big guy?
yeah. I'm trying to think. Like, he's not an older comedian? Like,
You're not talking about Bob Saget.
oh no, not Bob Saget. Who said Bob Saget?
Well, he's tall, so I thought you were going there.
Oh, I meant fat. Okay, I wasn't going to say it
Oh,
like that, but yeah, the great big fat guy, and he has like a really little voice.
no, he passed away.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I'm
Is
pretty
he?
sure. What is his name? Ah, yeah,
Is he white? Is he
Yeah.
white?
yeah.
Louis Anderson?
No, not Louis Anderson.
Jesus.
No,
What's
this is.
I can't see the chat, and you can't see the chat. This is an issue.
I can see the chat. This is a much younger guy. Ralphie May. That's it.
I don't know that person.
Oh man, he was hilarious. He used to do the celebrity roast with Jeff Ross and those guys.
I don't know him.
Huh. Okay. But yeah,
Sorry.
he's one of my favorite comedians, and then that Mexican guy.
That's the one that I thought you were saying passed away at first, and I was very upset.
Oh yeah, no,
I was like,
no,
oh my gosh, I didn't know he passed away.
no way. Garcia, what was his name?
Wait, are you talking about Carlos Mencia?
Yeah, Mancina.
No, Mencia.
What? How's it pronounced?
Mencia.
Mencia.
Yeah, I saw him live.
Yeah, have you?
Yeah.
But yeah, I always liked him. I liked Louis C.K. until he did something really disgusting.
Yes.
But I always thought he was funny. I don't like his political point of views, but I think he's funny. I mean, there's a lot of them. Like, of course, the older ones like Red Fox and, like I mentioned, George Carlin. No respect, I tell you, no respect. Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh my God, yeah. Richard Pryor.
Yes.
So why are we talking about comedians?
I have no idea. Like, I just.
I'm just curious.
Like, what subject were we on? Because
I don't know.
we were talking about the creepy critter, and then I was like, no, I really want to save that for Amazon Lion.
And then you went right to something happened between saving it for Amazon Lion and a fat comedian died.
That's what started it. I was talking about her workload and how people don't show up and shit. And then it got me thinking of a comedian that said something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. Okay, wow. We really.
No, you really.
I
Don't
really
pull me into this.
Oh my gosh. It's 2 hours.
You always do that too. We. No, not we.
Well, okay, yeah. You're like, what's this we shit? Okay, how about me, myself, and I? That would be we.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Just saying. Okay, man. Look, for real though, we got to get on with the Mandela effects because they are long.
Oh, the ones that you picked are long?
No.
Listen, you're gonna have to get in the Flickr and pick because I am working for the show after this.
Oh yeah.
And I have to go into StreamYard and change the time because I have it set to right now. So I got things I got to do here. You're gonna have to do your part.
Well, I will.
Okay.
I'm going to, but I got a question for you.
Yes.
Before I do that, are you ready for another break before we get to them? Because it seems like we get to them, that'll take an hour at least.
No, we can't do an hour. I have a show after this. I can't do an hour.
Oh, okay. So no break then.
Oh no, you can take a 5-minute break if you need to have a cigarette. I'm just saying, we're not going to do an hour of Mandelas. I can't.
I got you.
But if you need a break, we can take a break.
Yeah, let's take a small 5-minute break.
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds good. Who said that? Someone said no breaks. Okay, guys, we'll be right back after this.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Go back to Gotham where you came from. I do say, computer, this hitchhiking idea is not working out as we planned.
It's probably because you're doing it right.
I want to make sure I'm sharing my screen. Can I share it?
You are.
What? Oh, okay. Thank you, Sandy.
No problem.
All right. I'll be right back.
And also, like I said before, people on this planet
computer. I've exhausted all of my strength. I can't walk any further. This thing that Earth calls gravity has made me quite exhausted.
There is a yellow car approaching. I believe it is called a taxi. Humans get rides from this vehicle. I believe they whistle at it.
I will attempt what you call whistle when I see this car approaching. I mean, all right, pal, where you going? I am going to Metropolis. Yeah, I know that, but what part of Metropolis? Anywhere where there is cheap and suitable accommodations. Yeah, whatever, get in here. So, any particular street or address? Computer, where is suitable living quarters?
There are living quarters up ahead, about 5 miles down the road. These are called apartment buildings.
Thank you, computer. Driver, please take us about a mile up the road. I believe there are apartment buildings up there. All right, so you want to go to 23rd Street? Yes. Sheesh. I've had some weirdos in this cab in my lifetime, but you take the taco, pal. What does that mean? What does that mean? Boy, townies. I tell you. Get your head back in here. Oh, sorry.
And the name was saying yet again, thanks to Superman stopping an armored truck robbery as he flew the armored truck straight to the penitentiary. However, the boys were properly shipped.
Hey, Chief. Hold on, Jimmy. I'm watching the news.
Station, where they will await due processing. And in other news, the weather in Metropolis has been really dry here lately, unusually dry, given to the fact.
Now, what do you want, son? I'm a busy man. Ah! Jeez. Well, sir, I believe you heard about the armed truck robbery incident? Yeah, it was just on the news, right where you were standing there when you came up, Jimmy. Well, Mr. White, I didn't get any photographs. What do you mean you didn't get any photographs? Oh, boy. You know what, Jimmy? What the hell are we doing anyway? What do you mean? Why are you still taking photographs for a newspaper? Are we in 20,000 something? You mean the 2000s? Yes, Jimmy. We're in the 2000s. It's a world of computers in here. Why can't we get ourselves online? Whatever it's called. Boy, you sure don't know a whole lot about computers. Oh, yeah, well, you don't know a whole lot about taking photographs. You get a photograph of Superman. What'd you do? You got a photograph of a blurry Superman. It looked like the goddamn Bigfoot, for crying out loud. Well, sorry, sir. What do you want? Well, right now, I want Clark Kent to get his butt in here. Kent! Where are you? Kent! Kent! Yes, sir? You wanted to see me, Mr. White?
Okay, well, that's that. I'm back.
That was quick.
I know. I'm sorry. I smoked
No,
it,
you're okay. I'm just saying that was quick. That was all.
stomped it on the ground, and saw a great big bug while I was out there. It was crawling my sidewalk. And I was like, should I squish this thing or just let it go on its way? I'm like, well, if it was in the house, I'd probably squish it. But I'm just going to let it go on its way, see what it does. And if it decides to enter my home, then damn right I'm going to squish it.
Um, yeah. I said, yeah. You're gonna have to.
Although they say don't squish them unless you can cover up their scent.
Yeah, 'cause it attracts more.
So I am getting into Flickr. I'm going to try to.
I am
And
trying not to smoke. I am so upset. So the guy downstairs, the store owner, he helps us out with cigarettes. If we don't have the money later in the week, he'll let us pay him on Thursday. He forgot to tell us that his religious holiday was today and he was going to be closed.
Oh
I
my
have like
gosh.
4 cigarettes left, and they don't start selling cigarettes till like 3 or 4 p.m.
Oh
I'm
no.
so screwed. I didn't know I would have gotten a pack for tomorrow if I had known, but he forgot. He texted me this morning. I forgot to tell people I was closed today. Can you please put a sign on the door? I'm like, oh, you're closed today. I'm so upset. But it's his holiday. It's his Christmas, so I can't say nothing. Oh my God. So, so I'm like, you go for a cigarette break.
Ah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, the password's not working. What is going on? This is
You lost the password.
no. That's got to be it because I got you saved under that. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, let me type it in here.
I was going to say, don't you lock me out of my account.
No. Let me type out what it's showing on the screen and see if this is the right one. Yeah, okay, hold on. I won't spell it the right way though. Okay, see if that's right. Somewhere along those lines. Oh, and I put the letters in there too.
Okay, good.
So, would that be correct?
If you don't get in this time, I'm going to have to go and log in and double check the password.
Well, no, I'm not going to do it because if they lock you out 3 times.
No. I'm inside. I'm on the account, so you're fine.
Oh, okay.
All I got to do is log out, then log back in. So give me 1 second.
Nobody locks out Sandy.
I'm going to send you a picture of the login is what I'm going to do.
Okay. I don't understand though that.
Uh-oh, it's saying something went wrong. I think you did log me out.
Oh man, dude.
Hold on, wait, let me see. Yep, something went wrong. Help.
Crap.
Oh, you can't lock me out.
Oh, dude.
Let me get back to Flickr.
I am so sorry.
It's all right. Give me a minute. I don't know if that's what's wrong.
It's
just going-
showing me. Okay, so I have it saved, and when I type in, just certain many letters, then it fills the rest out. Like I got an autofill.
Like, I can't do a show without this. This is an issue.
And I could have swore that was it.
I'm writing it too. I'm trying to write it in.
Dang it. Sorry
Now
about
it's
that.
telling me my password is an invalid password.
What?
I literally just saw my password.
No way.
Oh, it's not. Hold on. I messed up.
Oh, whew. Sandy, you're giving me a heart attack over here. 'Cause I thought I messed up like big time.
Shoot. I'm still getting oops, something's wrong, learn more. Let me learn more.
Oh my gosh.
It could be for a few issues. Connectivity reasons, out of date browser, clear your browser's cache, browser extension or add-ons. Try checking to see if you're receiving the air. Really? I gotta contact them? Hold on. No, I'm going to try another browser.
Splatter.
Log in.
Noise guru. Very funny.
Oh, jeez. Let me see what I'm typing, please. Sign in. Okay, it's the browser. I can log in through Chrome, so I'm going to send you the login.
Okay.
So the problem is with Safari.
Well, thank God.
So I am sending it to you as soon as I find you on Messenger. There you are.
Okay. Sheesh.
I'm like, I know this is my password. Why is this not working?
That was crazy.
There you go. That's the password.
Whew, okay. Let me get out of here.
And error 404 scared me. It's like they deleted it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I owe them money for this month. Like, you know, it keeps trying to take out Cash App and the money's not there. So I got scared. They deleted my Flickr for a minute. I was like, oh my God. I didn't want to scare anybody, so I said nothing.
I think that's what I had.
That's what I'm saying. Try it a different browser.
A different browser? Okay, let's try it through.
Or try clearing your cache. I don't know. I would just try a different browser.
Well, I'm using Bing.
No, I'm talking about like Chrome.
Right. No, I know, but I'm saying that's what I used.
I got
So
you.
let me try. Let's exit out of here. Okay. Well, wait a minute. That wouldn't do any good. That'd be the same thing. Now I just logged myself out of Messenger. That's wonderful.
Oh my God. This is a mess. A mess, I tell you.
Absolutely. Okay, I gotta log down here. See, that's the problem. It's not letting me. Try this again. Look at it.
Oh no, I need a log. Oh no, I can use Chrome. Okay.
Wait a second. Okay, I didn't put the things there.
Yeah, that would be an issue.
Okay. Well, I thought I'd do that automatic if you got it saved. That's weird. Huh. Okay. So go back to the. Well, now where's Flickr? Ah, okay, there it is. Okay. Got to put the things in there. Okay. And what the hell?
Was it saying? Are you getting the error thing?
It's just saying invalid password, but I put in the right password.
Are you absolutely sure with the capitals and the characters?
Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me get back to.
I'm about ready to change my password because that might be why there are like too many failed attempts, and that's why I couldn't log in.
Slash.
Yeah, just
And,
give my password out on the internet.
well, no, I just. They're not going to figure it out from slash. Sorry. Let me try this again. No? Why is it? Okay. Yeah, that is weird. Okay. I think I see the problem. No, it's got the other things.
Are you
Dang.
still using Bing browser? I'm
Yes.
telling you that's the issue. You got to switch browsers.
Oh man, how do I do that? Hold on. Yeah, that's Bing 2. Google search.
No, not Google search. All right, unless you're searching Google Chrome install.
That's what I mean.
We may have to just like, I may just have to send you a folder or two and just stop what I'm doing. Because at least I'm logged in and that's what matters.
We could skip, I mean, we could always just skip the Mandela effect.
Well, we had them sitting here this long, you know?
Yeah, but still. I mean, you guys got your show coming up. I don't want to keep you any longer than you need be.
It's fine. Like I said, I was still working over here.
Stonehenge. Well, see, I can't get into it.
No, you're not going into it. I'm going to send you a link.
Okay.
Just give me a minute.
Well, yeah, we've got 13 watching. We might as well pop in the Mandela effect. And like you said, we've kept them waiting all this time.
Yep.
Yes, challenge. It's a challenge. Is that a challenge? Challenge. Oh, I see what you did there. Wow. I remember it with 2 L's. I don't remember Challenger, though. Oh, man. So we got Noise Guru. We got Jinso. What else we got in here? I know Michael Fontaine was in here. Super Mario Brothers 3, Splatter 420. Noise Guru, which I think I just mentioned. Oh, Cuberts is in here too. I didn't see any submits. Ever Josh? Just giving the room a shout out real quick while you get that folder.
Yep. I'm trying. I'm trying to pick something.
Ken Raz is here. Was here. Mark Basket. Bellator Sinex. Eric Wood podcast. That was cool. Cool of them to drop in. Sadly, Karen and Boston Ray was here too. Boston Ray Bud Flood. Adventures of Zelda 2. But no, that's the shout out for right now. The last one. Until we get this here Mandela effect going, boys.
I'm trying to find something. I'm trying to find stuff that we haven't seen that people are going to know.
I see.
That's the issue. Like, I have stuff here, but I remember when I presented these, no one knew anything, so, you know?
Yeah. No, I'm not complaining or nothing. I'm just saying, like, I'm just talking amongst myself while you get it ready.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Michael Russum's in here too. Russum.
You know what? This one is a 2-for-1 Mandela, and it's a decent size. So I'm gonna send this one to you.
Sweet. Okay.
And it's about ice cream, so I know you're gonna like it. So there you go.
Well, yeah. Food's my favorite subject.
Yes, it is. I know.
Okay, let me get into Messenger, I assume. And wait, what was I supposed to click? Oh boy. Okay, never mind. Here
The
it
Flickr
is.
link. Yes.
Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen. Let's get started. There you are.
Good. You're going to have to read because that's too tiny on my phone.
Well, I can do this. Oh no, I can't. Never mind. Okay. I can do this though. There. That better?
No, I can't read that. You're going to have to read.
Okay.
It's on my phone. It's so tiny.
I see. Gotcha. There are a couple of ice cream related products I need to ask you about that were not in my past until last month. But first, I need to do a little rewind. All right, let's do this here rewind. Ooh, grape nuts. Which logo do you remember for this cereal? No dash, dash, or equal sign? Equal sign. Ooh, that's a good one. Let's see who's got their
So 1, 2, or 3 to make it easier on the chat.
Oh,
Is at the top. See 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm. I want to see who answers here. Everjosh says no dash. Michael Russum says number 1. Kubert says no dash, number 1. Noise Guru, number 1. We're getting a lot of answers here. That's good. I like that. Good old audience participation. And that looks like all what we got so far. I'm also going to have to say number 1.
That's what I would say too. Feel free to go on.
Yeah. Grape nuts.
Dash.
Wow. I don't remember no dash in there, man.
I don't either. I'm with you on that.
This is, in my past, there was no dash, no doubt. But the dash has been present for my entire life.
Yep.
Dude, no, I don't remember the dash.
I'm with you.
Oh my gosh. And according to our audience, a lot of them don't either. A lot of them had number 1. But there it is in plain sight.
But we're not done yet.
Grape nuts. What's the equal? Holy crap, there's different variants of this. But stranger, the cereal started out with an equal sign prior to finding this change in 2019. I said that weird. Why would I not just say 2019? I had never seen an equal sign used in this way. Have you? No, man. There's no equal sign in my grape nuts. That's outrageous.
I know it is. I agree 1000%.
Good Lord. Okay. Now that we are all caught up, have you ever heard of grape nuts ice cream? No. No way, man. That's a flavor I probably wouldn't have ate anyway, but I definitely would have heard of that. Let's see what these guys think.
Yeah. I got to send a text to let Mr. Super know that we're starting at about 12:15. So
There
I'm
you
here.
go.
I'm just sending a text.
Gotcha. Hubert says no. Super Mario Brothers. I like strawberry ice cream. I do. That's cool. So is a strawberry considered a fruit or is it considered a berry? We were having this discussion at lunchtime when we
It's
had
technically it's a berry because the seeds are on the outside. So
Okay,
blueberry
so
technically is not.
like,
No, wait, because a banana is a berry. I don't know.
oh, that's right. They classified it as a berry now too. That's weird to me. That's like our whole lives we're taught that fruits and vegetables are this, and this, and now all of a sudden we're finding out that a tomato's a fruit, cucumber's a fruit, or not cucumber, a pepper is a fruit because the seeds are on the inside. Like that's so weird. Like I never put fruit on my spaghetti. I don't know about you, but to me, fruits are supposed to be sweet. And then again, there's grapefruit, which isn't sweet, but it's weird. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but
But
anyway,
we got to keep it moving because I got to start at 12:15. Otherwise, the show's going to be canceled. Jeff already bailed out.
oh no,
Yeah.
grape equals nut. Joy cups. Am I reading that right? Joy cups are the top-selling cake cup ice cream cone in the United States. They recently put out their own list of top ice cream flavors by region.
I've never heard of grape nut cereal, of ice cream, not cereal. I've heard of cereal, not the ice cream. And they're saying that's the most popular in our region. Stupid.
Yeah, that's your region right there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's
ridiculous.
I was more than a bit confused to see that grape nuts ice cream, a flavor I have never heard of, was the favorite of my region, especially since it had been claimed by Jamaica, which doesn't make sense either, since the recipe was advertised to Americans throughout the 50s, 70s, and 70s, and magazines. Again, never heard of it. Oh wow, look at that. It says Jamaican grape nut ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cray.
It's all crazy.
Man. I'll tell you what though. I seem to remember like Fruit Loops ice cream, but that seems like a newer thing. Like what the point I'm trying to make like is if this would be something that they would do that would be newer though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
yeah, like you can get you know those strawberry, what are they, like the strawberry shortcake ice cream pops? Now you can get that in a container.
Yeah,
Like there's all sorts of new stuff coming out, but this is old.
ain't no way. Oh my gosh. And they have a nice little crunch to it. It's even sold in stores, but I've never seen a pint or half gallon of this stuff. And at least some ice cream parlors, yeah, would have had it on their menu too. You would think like Baskin Robbins would have
Or
had this as one of their.
Friendlies. Yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep. Well, just wait, just you wait, keep going.
Oh my gosh.
Just you wait.
Grape equals nuts. Grape dash nuts. And there's the
man.
ice cream. Ice cream.
This is
Oh.
so bizarre. I still have yet to see grape nuts ice cream here, and supposedly it's all over my area. So popular.
You have not yet to see it.
I have not yet seen it.
Yeah, that's what I said, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said that. Never mind. Yes,
Well,
correct.
I probably said it messed up, but you know what I mean.
I have yet to see it in my
Yeah.
area.
That's crazy. Oh, this is gonna be cool. Okay, this second thing could taste amazing, but I don't think it does. This may not be an ME, but info I didn't know because it was relatively new, first appearing in 2020. Sun Fun and Classic Hoagies. Huh. Philly is known for a lot of different foods, including the hoagie, which you may call a sub or grinder. Yup, I'd call it a sub. Ew. Ice
Yeah.
cream hoagies and other new frozen treats you have to try in Philly right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ice cream hoagies?
Still have not seen that either.
That's okay. First of all, it sounds disgusting. And second of all, yeah, why have you not ever heard of it?
Mm-hmm.
But since 2020, you can now find hoagie Sundays. It's just hearing that combination. I mean, yuck. In Philly, this could have been so good on a puff pastry, but no, it's on a hoagie roll. Ew. Look how you put the ew in there.
It is ew. It's gross.
I know.
It's bread. Like, stop. Puff
Yeah.
pastry would have made sense. Like a donut shaped like a hoagie roll.
No, that's crazy, dude.
It's dumb.
Yeah. But like you say, so probably not an ME, but it took 3 years for me to learn of their existence, which I do find a little odd. You know what? I'm going to say it is an ME
Mm-hmm.
because I think consensus on this is oh, God.
Yeah, you have to see it.
Ew.
You know I'm going to show it to you.
Yeah, but I mean, on the bread, that doesn't even, it does not look appetizing. I'm sorry, but
It doesn't.
what's with the little robot guy here? That's funny. It looks like Rosie. Oh gosh. Anyways, yeah, no, I'm not down with ice cream hoagies.
No. It's
They
just so
can-
weird.
Man, we had 20 watchers just then.
That's great. They're probably coming over here to say, Where is she?
Right? Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, Sandy.
Do you want to join us?
I might, but I would like to fix something to eat first.
That's okay. I've set it for 10 minutes from now,
Okay.
and I still have to organize Chris McGee and Mr. Super Sidewinder.
Gotcha.
So,
All right. Well, let's go ahead and end this show same way we always do. Sandy, thanks for being on as long as you could.
Thanks for
And
having me.
you know, as always, I love each and every one of you in the audience. You know, you guys are all awesome. And
They are. Even though I couldn't see them today. Hi, everyone. Hopefully I'll see some of you on my show in a few minutes.
but yeah, before I go, also happy Father's Day to everyone. And you know, that's pretty much it. We'll see you guys next week, and you might see me on Sandy's show.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. No, I do have to get something on my belly first, though.
Yeah, just it's the part after where you crash that I'm worried about.
Yeah, true. Well, we'll see what we can see. Good night, everybody. Have a
Good
good
night,
night.
everyone.
Well, that's the end of the show. I would like to thank everybody for kindly watching, stopping by. Please do give us a like if you like this live stream. And we'll see all of you next time. For Hebro77, this has been Jeff Zanzibar, Sandy Diva, and Amazon Line, along with me,
And
good old
of course,
Hebro77, saying, we'll see all of you next Sunday. Shifty Sunday, that is. Good night, everyone. Do. I'm a big boy. Tommy, no. What? Why? Oh. Well, look, he's okay. Tommy, what the...